our pillows.
Pillows.
And we got our snacks.
Snacks.
So we're ready for this road trip. But we want to know, are you? Be sure to like, comment, or if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe.
And don't forget about the free study guide in the comments.
Hey everybody,
Hey guys.
welcome to day 4 of our road trip.
Yeah.
And so today I've been running, been on the road, been moving quite a bit, but we're taking a little time right now just to jump on here with you and kind of do our devotion.
Yeah.
So we are filming this a day before
Yeah.
you're going to see it, which is,
It's the only way to get the videos to you guys in a timely manner.
yeah. So we're actually sitting in the church parking lot.
Yeah. Drop the
Church
girls off
skippers, look
for-
at us. Skipping church.
Yeah. Well, the girls are at church.
Yeah, but we're skipping, but it's because we don't have much time. We want to talk to you all. And so right now we're going to jump into today's lesson. And if you have your PDF, then you know what today's sign is.
Yeah, because we forgot ours in the other car.
Aren't we terrible? Yeah, I had to use my dad's Suburban. We
Yeah.
went and got his car because I got to take mine to the shop tomorrow, which is actually your today, to get an alignment done. And so I'm going to drop it off and all that. So
Yeah, so Larry was gracious enough to let us borrow his vehicle.
yeah. So what's the sign? Do you remember?
Today's sign is no passing zone.
That's why I wanted to see if you'd remember it, and you did.
You didn't remember it.
So no passing zone,
Yeah.
and let's jump into that.
So yesterday was short. Today's even shorter. 5 verses, guys.
Let's see if we can get it to 15 minutes.
Okay, 5 verses. Do you want me to read the whole thing, or are you going to stop me?
I'll stop you.
You'll stop me.
Why not?
Okay, so this is in Luke 10, and we're going to start in verse 30. And it says, in reply, Jesus said, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road. And when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side.
Now, this man, it tells us, what is he?
It doesn't tell us.
It just says there was a man.
Amen.
Okay, so we don't know if he's Jewish, if he's a Samaritan, if he is some Egyptian, or what. We have no idea.
There's no, he's a man.
Yeah. Now, it sounds like because he's going through this area, he's probably from the area.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it leaves us to believe, like, there's different thoughts on this, but I'm going to lean more towards, I think he was a Hebrew.
I think he was too. That's the
think
way
he
I've
was a
always
Hebrew.
read this story.
Yeah.
How have you read it? Because it doesn't say, but that was an assumption I just have always had.
Yeah, I believe that he was a Hebrew.
Yeah.
And so,
The priest saw him and passed by.
which, okay, a priest was somebody who was considered like a minister, like a pastor today.
Yeah.
And
Supposed to be about the Lord's work.
the Lord's work is to take care of those who are downtrodden.
But instead, he chose the part of the Lord's work that is like, keep yourself clean. And I think he decided to focus more on that.
Yeah, keeping yourself holy has always been more about your heart and more about not doing wickedness or evil.
Right.
And the Bible even tells us that to know to do good and not do it, it is a sin. Here he sees somebody who has been beat up, left for dead,
Yeah.
and he has the ability
And the means.
to step in and help him, to step in and change the
Yeah.
situation. But he doesn't do it. Doesn't do it at all. Instead, he walks right on by
Mm-hmm.
as if that person is not important, and that's an issue.
Yeah. I'm thinking about like the double lines on the road, where you can, either passing or no passing.
Right.
Because the girls always have questions about that. Like, what's that mean? What's it mean now? What's it mean? And so I would explain, like, the dotted lines mean you can pass and the solid lines mean you can't pass.
Right.
And so this guy, he chose to see the solid lines.
Yeah.
He drew big lines in the road and decided not to.
Yeah, I'm not passing.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
No, he is passing.
He is
Sorry.
passing. He saw the dotted lines. You're
Yes,
right. I was getting...
No, I said it wrong.
But that's the thing. He's just going, no, I don't have to take a stop. I don't have to come to the side here. I'm going to
Yeah.
go all the way around. And whenever and we do this in our lives every day. I mean, I do this whenever you see a mess in your house. Some people are so fixated, it's like, I'm going to clean that mess right now. But I can ignore a mess.
All my family can.
But whenever you know that you need to do something, you should do it. And it's important. Like, a clear example of this is after 15 years, I'm finally stepping in on the remodel of our bathroom. in the upstairs.
Yeah, it's just been storage for 15 years, but
Yeah.
now we need it.
And because we need it, it's time to do it. We're in the church parking lot. Everyone wants to pass by and say hi. But because we need it, it's time to do it. But for 15 years, I just kind of let it go, let it be doing its thing, and I haven't actually been focused in on it. Now it's time to get it done. And I had a friend help me out today, get a long ways on it.
It's huge.
Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you there is whenever you see a need, you're supposed to be stepping up and filling it, especially as a child of God. And here we have a priest who's supposed to be the example to the children of God
Yeah.
as how to act.
Okay,
Next
so
one.
then a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. So a Levite, though not a priest, was still about God's business.
Yeah.
They were in the dirty work of God's business. They were taking the sacrifices out. They were helping the priest get everything ready. They were your background helpers.
Right.
You know, this would be like all of your church workers who are not getting the like praise for like being the one on stage, you know, but they're the ones that if they're not there, everybody notices because they're the ones making it work, you
Right.
know? So it'd be the Levites.
Yeah.
And this guy, he just passed by too.
Yeah. And it was one of those things of, hey, buddy, you're a laborer doing the work of God, and yet he did not see this man taking care of him as part of the work of God.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing that hits us. Are we taking care of people? Are we loving people? Are we seeing everybody as ministry, as people who we are supposed to reach out and touch in a powerful
Yeah.
way?
It says, but a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him, instead of going away from him, and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him.
I want to pause there because what I want you to understand about Samaritans, you may not know this. And so students, listen up. The Samaritans were considered such outcasts by
Yeah.
the Jews.
They didn't want help from a Samaritan. Like, they would rather starve than take a meal from a Samaritan.
Yeah. And if they had to go to a town, they would go like between, what was the two towns?
I don't remember, but it was to go around it, to get to this other town that they wanted to go to, it was a 2-day walk around it. How long would it have taken if they just walked right through?
Well, it was 2 extra days.
2 extra days, yeah.
And so they were willing to actually walk 2 more days to go around Samaria than they were just to walk in Samaria because they didn't want to associate, they didn't want to be around those people, they didn't want to see their cities, their towns, and nothing. They were so anti them, they would walk the opposite direction. And that's an issue because if we're going to be those kind of people who avoid people, and I got to be,
We've all done that. We've all avoided people. Now,
let's talk
we
about
like
Walmart.
to think that I don't think people are in need when I'm avoiding them in Walmart, when I have avoided them in
But
Walmart.
it's the thing, like you see somebody in Walmart, you're like, and
I
then
don't
you may
wanna
love
talk to
them,
today.
but it's like, I just don't want to sit and
or
talk
like,
in
I just don't have
Walmart.
the energy for this right now. Or
Yeah. And honestly, whenever I'm in Walmart, I don't want to be around anybody. I fast bop it. I'm boom, boom, boom. So if I ever blow you off, it's because I'm trying to get in and get out of Walmart because it's stressing me out.
I was like that real bad when I was a teacher, though, because like after spending like, especially like my late day, if I spent like 10 hours with the kids and then bumped into them at Walmart afterwards, I'm like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's a
you
thing.
know? But this is different. This was not just, we shouldn't do that anyway. You shouldn't avoid people because who knows if they need that moment of connection. I was gonna say just forget it, we're fine, but no, I'm getting convicted. We shouldn't do that.
Okay. Well, welcome to Conviction Hour in our car as we are being.
I don't see now. I just avoid Walmart altogether. I just do the Walmart pickup, so
Yeah.
I don't even have to go in.
If you need me, message me and I'll pray for you. I'll be with you. But there are times where you just want to avoid people. You don't want to be around people. You've had your can full. And I'm just going to be honest, 100% honest. Once I've spent a long time with a bunch of people or a while, coming back from mission trip or camps or whatever, I'm like, I want a cocoon.
Yeah, you want a recluse up.
I
real
want a
bad.
recluse.
Yeah, you want a hermit.
And so let's talk about this priest and this Levite. I don't know what their life was. I don't know if they had a bunch of stuff.
Right.
But there was still an opportunity here to minister.
And this is a little different. This is not just reclusing and being a hermit from people. This is seeing a blatant need in front of you and choosing not to help.
Right. That's an issue. That's
Yeah,
an issue.
and we can. I think we have an easier time dismissing this in our own lives of saying like, well, I don't see people half dead on the side of the road. Like, I don't see people, and honestly, in our town, like, you don't stop and pick up hitchhikers. Like, that's not a good idea, you know?
Literally have
And
a
so-
sign on the highway that says, hitchhikers might be escaped convicts. And
Yeah.
so,
So in our town, you don't do that.
no.
Now, if somebody looks like they're in trouble, me as a single woman, like I will sometimes call the cops.
As a single woman?
Like, if I'm meant, like, by myself
Okay,
in the car.
just so everybody, we married. Like,
We're married. I didn't mean I wasn't married. I
me
meant,
as a single woman, you
no,
by
I
yourself in the
meant
car.
alone. Yeah.
Alone in the car with
Or
the
with
girls.
children. Like, I'm not going to stop and pick up a hitchhiker.
Right.
But if they look like they're really in distress, like, I'll stop.
Yeah, and you've done that before where you stopped, you
Yeah.
were like, hey, do you need help? And they were like, yeah.
Like,
and
my
you were
husband's down the road. I can go right down there and help and, like,
Right.
get him back to you and
Right.
help.
And when we're talking about this, it's like talking about people on the road and all that stuff. But it's not just that. There's other things.
Right. I was saying it's easy to say that we're not,
Mhm.
like, I'm not faced with this very much. But we are faced all the time with seeing people's stuff on Facebook and, like, hey, I'm going through a hard time. Like, people are very honest about what they're struggling with nowadays.
Right.
And so I think that we really do see this in a different way than just seeing hurt people on the side of the road,
Right.
you know? So it's like we want to take it literally of like, well, I don't pass by on the other side when I see people hurt on the side of the road.
Right. But whenever you ignore somebody who's asking for help, whenever
Right.
you're seeing people hurting, I mean, I guess that's what are you actually seeing them hurting? Or are you seeing them as beggars?
Right.
Are you seeing their pain and what they're actually going through? Or are you just seeing them as a nuisance or as just somebody else who's mooching?
Right. Are we choosing to be blind to the needs of others? You know, I think about, we know a lady she's involved in different organizations that help people in town. And yeah, before I started talking to her, I didn't realize that was a need.
Mhm.
Like, I was blind to that need. Like, if you want to know what needs are that you can help with, you go talk to a teacher, you talk to somebody affiliated with DHS. Like, they will hook you up with families that are in need for sure.
Yeah, there's plenty of needs, and so we got to open our eyes. Say, number one, I'm going to see people who are hurting. I'm going to see people who are in need, because we may not see them physically beat to death, but I can guarantee you, spiritually out there, there's some people who
Right.
are just not there. I mean, it's just
Right.
not.
And I think that goes with the same thing of, we don't have to physically see them either. Like, God will drop people in my heart that I haven't thought about in a while
Hmm.
for no apparent reason. And I have taken that to mean, you know what, I need to check in on them.
Yeah, and so with that, let's go read that next part.
Okay, so it says, the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said, and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have.
Now, that's the next part we're going to get to. Taking care of others is going to cost you.
Yeah,
And I think oftentimes we're saying, I don't have enough as is.
right. And it made me feel awkward to be like, hey, I was thinking about you. Like, how are you? Especially if you're the introvert that doesn't like to initiate. It's me. But I think it's so important. I mean, almost every single time I've ever reached out to somebody and been like, hey, I just kind of felt like God put you on my heart. Like, how are you? Is everything okay? Almost every single time there has been a need that person has been like, hey, like, they've shared with me. Like, there's been something I could pray about.
Yeah.
Or a way I could help encourage.
Right.
Or just to know that someone was thinking about them was encouraging.
Right. And then also creating that safe place too. Here's a Samaritan who, if this guy was conscious, most likely would not have trusted him. And yet, because he didn't have any options, the Samaritan takes care of him. And then even says, if this costs the innkeeper more, I'll come back and pay you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll pay it in full. I will do everything I can. I don't think the Samaritan's doing that because he's having fun with it, as much as I think he knows that this honors God. And even though nobody else agrees that he's following God right, nobody else thinks,
Right.
everybody else is looking down on him, he's saying they're going, I'm doing the heart of God, which is to take care of those who are downtrodden.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we've got a responsibility to open our eyes to the brokenness around us. We've got a responsibility to take it upon ourselves to take care of those people, even at our own cost. And so, I mean, that's my
so
personally,
make it a no passing zone.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no more passing. No more going around. If they're struggling, let's pull over. And
Yeah,
let's
no
help them
more
out.
scrolling on by, like, really just words of encouragement, just reaching out and saying, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
That, man, I've been through some hard times, and I think it would have been really nice And it was really nice if someone would just stop and say, like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
I could be like, no.
Yeah, and
I'm
know this,
not.
if they were laid on your heart by the Spirit, you've got a responsibility to pray for them and to spend some time, spend some energy, maybe even some money. And I hate to even say that sometimes. I mean,
Right, because we know, like, there are people out there that are mooching the system and
yeah.
and are, showing up to everybody and getting it from everywhere. Like, we're not talking about that. Like,
But there'll be times the Holy Spirit teams inside of you and says, ooh, give to this. Ooh, do this. And it's not so much that he's telling you to go give your money away, as much as he's saying, this is a good place to sow seed.
yeah.
And as a farmer, someone who goes out and sows seed and tries to make the best crop, I'm constantly saying, is the soil any good? Are we actually getting anything? Are we actually doing anything here? Or are we just spinning our wheels and throwing stuff at the ground? You need to listen to the Holy Spirit on when the proper time is, the right time to sow is, and the ground to sow in.
Yeah.
And he will speak to you about that. This Samaritan started sowing some seeds into this Hebrew. And I guarantee you, this Hebrew who may have had all the prejudice in the world, when he got better, he wasn't thinking the same way about
Yeah,
this
I'm sure
Samaritans.
he had a different outlook. Yeah. And this whole story is used by Jesus to tell people to love everybody.
Yeah. Who's my neighbor is what the man
And-
asked previously.
yeah.
Who's my neighbor?
And it's everybody. That's what the whole point of Jesus' story here was, is there's not anybody that's not your neighbor. It's not just those in your family. It's not just your friends. It's not just your actual physical neighbors next to you. It's literally everybody, even those who you would count as your enemy.
Yeah, even those. Because you need to make sure that your heart is, even if they are wicked, mean, rude, whatever, that you're sitting there saying, okay, God, help me have your heart for them.
Yeah.
Even if I have to love them from a distance because they're not safe people, help me have your heart for them so I can pray for them. So with that, anything else?
No, that's it.
Guys, we didn't make it into 15. We tried, but we
We
sure got it
didn't
under
try.
20. We got it under 20. Know that we love you. We care about you. No passing.
Yeah.
No more passing. You better find those people and say, how can I invest in them? You can pray. I'm telling you right now, pray. And prayer
Yeah,
does
always
cost.
pray.
Prayer costs time.
It does.
It costs some heart.
Yeah.
It costs some motives getting changed.
And
But
then check in on people.
Yeah.
Just send them a message.
tell them you love them.
It's easy. Hey, I'm praying for you. Hey,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Because we're thankful for, oh my goodness. I wish I could tell you guys. I won't, because I keep these things close to my heart. I wish I could tell you the many, many people who have sown into us, who have prayed over us, who have called us out of the blue, who have texted us and said, how are you doing?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Those like well-timed words that are just like perfect when you need them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times that has happened, and it's just been like, that's the breath of fresh air we needed.
Yeah.
Was that like exact encouragement at that time?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's important. And so reach out to people and don't worry about looking goofy. Because I have done, now I will give you this. There's been plenty of people I've messaged like, I feel like God's saying this, and it was like ghost.
Yeah, they get
Like,
nothing
nope,
back. It's
did
just
not
complete
hit,
silence.
sir.
It's crickets.
Did not hit. Was not, and that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
maybe it was just an exercise
what?
for me.
What's
but
what's the worst? They're gonna think that you're kind of weird and you cared. Oh man, like that's the worst.
yeah,
That's not the worst thing anybody can think about you, is that you're kind of weird and you cared about them. Like,
where I'm at, they already think that, so I'm
like,
not
we're
losing
already
nothing.
weird.
So, know that we love you. We care about you. Hope you're enjoying this series. Write down your snapshot
Yeah,
and your postcard takeaway, and shoot us in the
see.
comments. We'd love to hear it.
yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow for one last day.
One last day.
I
See
don't
ya.
remember what the sign is. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I don't either. Now you got me thinking. See you tomorrow.